Come along with us on a little excursion for our language exchange.
Animals.
Do you know what the name of the place is called? It's a nature reserve or a nature park animal thing in Pan de Azucar. That was the least descriptive description, but I will put it up on the screen where we're going. We organized it with you wouldn't really call him a member, but someone who comes to language exchange often, Antonio Ripoll. He works there and invited us all to come on a little excursion. So we have a bus of, I think, 32 people plus the 2 of us and Thomas, and we're on our way today, this afternoon, to go see some animals, some capybara or caipinchos, is that what they call them here? Caipinchos, and lots of other things. So I thought I'd bring carpinchos. So I'm gonna bring the camera along and do a little vlog and see what we get up to.
Yeah. Carpinchos is whims, remember?
No, that's capicho.
Capichos.
Yeah. I learned that last night. I'm reading a book in Spanish and I have to highlight a couple words on each page and come back and look them up later, but I'm getting there, slowly. Gracias.
Have a really good time, as this is one of only 2 zoological institutions that show entirely Uruguayan wildlife. Wow. And biggest of them. They are literally adapted for all kinds of one.
An otter rat. Oh, here's one.
So it looks like she has.
Really? Where? Hola! Oh, ciao. Hello. Okay.
Just like the ones you have over there.
What? Oh my goodness.
Not so much. She knows me, but if any of your hands come close to us, you could lose it. She's super. In Uruguay, we call it zorro de monte. Right there. All cats. This is the Maria cat, the most skilled tree climber of any cat. These guys can literally, they are so adapted to the treetops that their breeding facility was busted off our car state. And the legal breeding facility had plus 300 animals being produced for hand hunting. In other words,
terrible.
the hobby base of the animal used to be the grass eater by default of the Uruguayan grassland. So this place, Borgia.
Yay!
So
That's pretty sick.
history was just made today.
Cool.
Simple. You like it? Yeah. Experience.
Okay, so our tour just ended and my camera battery died, but filming this on my phone. But yeah, tour went really good. Now having a little picnic for about the next, well, until we're done with the picnic. We can stay in the picnic area for about another hour, but the park is closed because the sun just set behind this mountain, Pan de Azucar, which you can't really, I'm looking in the wrong spot. You can't really see it so good. Here we go. The sun just set behind there. So now we have to get going, but not before a little merienda. We left the park and made it back to Montevideo by about 8 o'clock at night, ready to go to bed early and then wake up the next day for another day of language exchange. I actually filmed this video quite a few weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago now, right before the old channel got deleted. I was feeling really excited to start prioritizing this channel, making more vlogs, posting more about life in Uruguay, and then it all disappeared. And since then, this video has been sitting in my drafts on CapCut, waiting for me to open it back up and finally export and upload it. So here I am sitting down to re-record this voiceover and explain to you a little bit about what the language exchange program is, why we started it, and how it works. So a couple months ago now, well, more like 5 or 6 months ago now, me, a friend of mine, and both of our husbands started a language exchange in Montevideo. It's definitely not the first one to exist here, but it is unique in the way we operate. We definitely have a more younger crowd because of the way we market on social media, and through a couple videos that I had filmed and edited that went viral, we grew really quickly, which I'm not completely surprised about, but the rate of growth was more than I was anticipating. While I am very proud, very excited, very grateful for all the people who have come and joined us, the quick growth has been a lot to keep up with, as well as all of my social media, and life has gotten busy lately. But if you're interested in checking out the language exchange program, basically what we do is every Saturday we meet up for a couple hours in the Mercado Williman. You can be a foreigner like myself who wants to practice your Spanish, or maybe you want to practice Portuguese or French or German, or maybe you're a Uruguayan who wants to practice English or just get to know new people, expand your circle, share your own culture with others. It is really as simple as a group of people from all over the world getting together in one location and chatting about life, about culture, about their interests. And I highly recommend to anyone watching this video, whether you are a Uruguayan interested in the foreign perspective of Uruguay, or you are a foreigner moving to Uruguay, or you've been here a little while but you've not quite found a good group of friends yet, or you want to improve your Spanish, then I highly recommend coming along and checking it out. I will leave the link to the Instagram page down in the description box because we have so much more information over there on how everything works and what the upcoming events are. But of course, if you do have a question, you can comment it under this video and I will reply to that as well. But that's my voiceover for the day. Back to the rest of the vlog. Okay, and it is once again Sunday morning or Sunday midday, and I am walking to the feria. It's actually warmer today than I was expecting, so I had to take off all my layers, but I'm excited to go to the feria and get some groceries, spend the money I made yesterday at the language exchange, the cash we made from our raffle. I'm not sure if I'm going to fill you in on everything that happened yesterday when I get home this afternoon, or if I will just do a voiceover. It appears that I'm fairly out of practice at vlogging, so I promise I'm gonna work on that for next week's video. I have quite a few creators that I really admire and that I love watching their videos. One of them being Carrot Cakes. I will link her channel down below. She makes content about being an American girl who lives in South Korea. And I just love watching her videos. Her vlogs are definitely a lot more planned and executed with like more detail, more structure than what mine are. And I'm not sure that I would go to quite that effort, but I'm sure there's some kind of happy medium I could find between like planning out my videos and just like picking up my camera and organically vlogging. And for example, for this video, I wasn't necessarily planning to vlog. That's why I started on a Friday, but I just thought that the excursion would be a fun thing to record and to film, and why not, since I was already going to have my camera there, why not do a vlog for YouTube as well as creating content for our Instagram, which if you're not already following, go check it out. I have a link down below. MVD language exchange, only one E in the middle, but you should definitely follow that account if you're not already, whether you are planning to come to Uruguay and you want to come and check it out, whether you're already here and you want to come look at one of the events and attend, or if you just are interested in cultural or language things for Uruguay versus other countries. I just think it's really fun and interesting, and we are already at 3,000 followers, so you should definitely come and follow along and watch the content I post over there. But yeah, that's all I really had to say. I am walking along getting kind of hot despite the fact that it is winter, and yesterday I was freezing, but when the sun is out it still feels nice. I believe today was about 18 degrees, which I should have known would be warmer than the last couple of days, and then tonight it could be raining. So I hate winter, and we're only just beginning. 18 degrees is nothing, but when it starts dropping below to 15 and 14 like we had earlier in the week, I really am not a fan of that. Okay, I'm done at the market already. I really just went to that one fruit and veg store. It's the one I've been going to for years when we used to live just around the corner. I would go there almost every week. And now it's slowly starting to become a habit again to come to the 𝒐𝒊𝒄 instead of just buying my groceries. Well, I get most of my groceries at the supermarket, but for fruit and veg, you definitely do get better prices at the 𝒐𝒊𝒄, and also for dried things like dried beans and stuff. Okay, so I stopped recording because as I was walking along, I noticed this couple on a motorbike pull up to a house, which I originally just assumed was their own house, but no. And then I realized that it's something that I really hate about not just living in Uruguay, but I guess specifically the area where I live, is that people will come around and just like pull up in front of a fence and start clapping their hands, which obviously pisses off the dogs in that house or any house next to them, and then they start barking and it's really annoying. And the idea of them clapping is to get the attention of the person inside the house, so then they'll come out and talk to them and be like, hey, by the way, I'm a gardener. Do you want me to, like, do you want to pay me so I can garden your front lawn for you? And I was like, to some extent I get it, like they're just trying to earn money for their family. Like, sure, of course, do what you have to do. But as someone who has been in the home alone when people have come up to the front fence, I just started clapping, and my office is right by the front window, so I feel like I have to then hide so that they'll go away, and it's really unsettling to me as someone from Australia, because that's just like not something you would do. And my immediate instinct is, oh, something bad has happened, like where are my cats? Did one of my cats get run over? Like what are they trying to contact me about? Okay, final little voiceover moment. I was actually trying to talk to the camera and show you these beautiful streets, but the microphone I was using was cutting in and out. So I was just explaining that I love living in Ciudad de la Costa because these streets, these dirt roads, are only one or two streets back from the main roads, but it looks like a paradise. It's so green, so quiet, so peaceful. Other than the occasional barking dog, it is just so very different than living right within the city. I still would not recommend to someone who's just moving to Uruguay to live out this way unless you have a car and you enjoy driving in and out every day. But I love the peace and quiet, how beautiful it is, and living out here, it is about an hour and a half. Well, it's at least an hour on the bus to get to the centro from where I live, and then if you want to get a bus anywhere else additionally, then you've got another 20 minutes, which for most countries an hour of travel is not a lot, but for Uruguayan standards it is considered quite far. Now these are just some other things in the neighborhood. This was recorded in about the beginning of winter, end of autumn, and then I just wanted to show you this really cute little preschool that I walk past all the time. It looks really sweet, and I guess I just wanted to show you what it could look like if you were moving here as a family. That is going to be it for the vlog for today. Again, this was all filmed a long time ago now, so if it feels a little bit out of place, that is why. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I am going to get back to regular posting on this channel well, I'm already back to regularly posting, but the content coming out will be new and fresh, and I'm very excited. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you're not already, and comment any questions you have down below. Just like always, hope you have a great day. Ciao y nos vemos en el próximo.